Is this knot better than the tried and true diamond knot? We'll find out today in today's tutorial. Hey, what's going on, weavers? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. In today's tutorial, we're learning how to tie a double foot rope knot, which is also the Ashley Book of Knots number 792. Now, while this knot looks very similar to the diamond knot, it's actually a little bit different and tied quite differently. So before we get into which knot is better, let's learn how to tie it first. So starting off with my two terminal strands, I'm going to cross them over and put the right strand underneath the left, like so. Then from here, with the strand on the right, I'm going to put a bend in it and put it behind the two terminal strands. With the strand on the left, I'm going to bend that in front and hold it in front of the two terminal strands. Then with that same end, I'm going to pass it through the lobe on the right. And with the strand on the left, I'm going to pass it through the lobe on the left. Now we have two openings up top, and with the strand on the right, I'm going to pass that through the opening on the left, from the back of the assembly to the front. And with the strand on the left, I'm going to pass it through the opening on the top right, from the front to the back of the assembly. We now have two strands crossing over each other in the middle. And with the strand on the left, I'm going to pick it up and pass it under the crossing strand in front, that's under the red one. And I'm going to do the same on the back, passing the red strand under the foliage green strand on the very back, like so. Now we formed an opening up top at the very top of the assembly in between those two foliage green strands and the two red strands. And this part is the trickiest, so pay close attention. Now, where my fid is currently is the path that the foliage green strand has to take. So as you can see, it goes right through that pathway there. And I'm going in between the foliage green and the red there, and up through the middle and out the opening on top, like so. And now we're going to rotate our whole thing, and we're going to do the same on this side. So again, look at the fid. We're going to pass it through this path right here. So in between the red and the foliage green on the bottom, go in between those two strands and out through the middle. At this point, all you have to do is cinch everything up, so get all the excess out, try to tighten it as evenly as possible. As you're tightening, do your best to form the knot into a nice round shape. You'll know if you tied the knot properly if you look at the top and bottom of the knot, and it should look like this. Once you've verified that, you can tighten it fully. So now we've tied our double foot rope knot, and the question is it better than the diamond knot? So I've tied a double foot rope knot and a diamond knot here. The diamond knot is on the bottom, and as you can see, the diamond knot is actually a little bit smaller and not as round as the double foot rope knot. So for paracord crafting purposes, it actually makes a really great stopper knot, as it's quite large and it will hold securely for knot and loop paracord bracelets. Also, for those of you that want something a bit more substantial than the diamond knot on a knife lanyard, you can tie this knot instead of the diamond knot, as it makes a great lanyard for decorative purposes. So that is the double foot rope knot, or Ashley Book of Knots number 792. Hope you all enjoyed this. A huge thank you to all my Patreon supporters. If you guys like what I do on this channel, feel free to consider supporting me on Patreon. Link is in the video as well as down below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out what I have to offer on the rest of my channel.